Out.
The reason that I got into intramurals, I started in intramurals my freshman year as a work-study program because coming into college, I needed to get a job, and one thing that WIU offers is a work-study, so I sent in my work-study forms, and I got a job offer from the rec, and it was an entry-level refereeing position. And now I'm a senior, and so I've kind of moved up in the line of work at the rec. My junior year, I applied to be a supervisor, and I got it. And so now I'm a supervisor at the rec as well as an official. And that's kind of how I got started. And I love sports. I've been a referee in the past. Like I used to do Little League baseball as an umpire. And yeah, I just love sports, and that's kind of how I got started. Some of the benefits of working in the rec is you get to know the community a lot more. You get to know the student body because that's really who plays intramurals is students. So I got to see, when I first came in, I got to see the older group and kind of the freshmen that came in with me, and just getting to know those guys throughout the years, because usually the people who play intramurals, they play everything from flag football early on in the year to basketball later, and even stuff like volleyball and soccer or softball. So just kind of getting to know all those guys, and coming in as a freshman, it really helped me kind of get used to Western, because getting exposed to the rec and all that it offers, both in intramurals and just everything else that it offers, and getting to know my fellow employees at the rec kind of helped me adjust to moving from home to here, getting to meet some cool people along the way, and a lot of stuff that I learned from the rec I'm going to be able to use when I graduate, such as leadership skills from being a supervisor, and dealing with difficult clients, because sometimes in intramurals players can get really intense and get up in your face, not always agreeing with you, and just the stuff that I've been able to learn of how to deal with that, I think will be very beneficial in the future. My job title is lead official. In the past we've been known as supervisors, but this year we've taken on a new name of lead official. My responsibilities are I sign in the players, I help set up the field, I help mentor and guide new officials in intramurals, and I deal with injuries, other incident reports. I make sure that the scores are correct and update them. I record records and work with playoff brackets as well as regular season scheduling.
How to find out about when and where a team plays in both the regular season and postseason. You'll go to imleagues.com. There you can find out more information about signing up for each sport that is offered at WIU.
I fill out daily report forms, just kind of get an overview of the day, if there were any issues or what we as officials could improve upon. During games, the feedback is usually immediate. During halftime, timeouts, and at the end of games, all of the officials get together to talk about what we are seeing, anything that's being missed, and just overall how to improve moving forward. Average day, I would show up at the rec a little bit early and get walkie-talkies, med packs, any equipment that may be stored at the rec, and then drive the gator to the fields and gather all the equipment from the crib, which is where we store most of the equipment. Gather all of that together, set up each field, and then after I set up the field, players show up and I would sign them in. And once game time starts, I tell officials where to go, try and pair certain officials, so maybe a couple veterans with a couple new people, just to get some experience in there, as well as people being able to learn as they go. And then after the games, I record the scores on the game sheets and report them back to the rec after my shift is over. After the games and we have the score sheets, I go online to imleagues.com and I report all of the scores into the computer. I mean, I kind of talked about it a little earlier. Just